Okay, let's take a look at this next question. It says, Gomez runs a small pottery firm. He hires one helper at $12,000 per year, pays annual rent of $5,000 for his shop, and spends $20,000 per year on materials. He has $40,000 of his own funds invested in equipment, pottery wheels, kilns, and so forth that could earn him $4,000 a year if alternatively invested. He has been offered $15,000 per year to work as a potter for a competitor. He estimates his entrepreneurial talents are worth $3,000 per year. Total annual revenue from pottery sales is $72,000. Calculate the accounting profit and the economic profit for Gomez. And so let's take a look at this question here. And so what we're really doing, what we can really see happening here is that we're dealing with accounting profit first and then economic profit second. So like we said before, accounting profit refers to total revenue minus explicit costs. And so for total revenue here, we have total annual revenue from pottery sales is $72,000. So you have $72,000 minus, and then we have explicit costs. So let's start from the top. He hires one helper at $12,000 per year. So that's wages. So that's the explicit cost. He pays annual rent of $5,000. Another explicit cost. Right, this is money he has to pay. And then spends $20,000 per year on materials. So again, cost of materials, that's explicit costs. Is there anything else? He has $40,000 of his own funds invested in equipment, but that, that's not stuff that's not cash outflow. That stays in his business, and so that's not going to be considered an explicit cost. It could earn him $4,000 per year. That's opportunity cost, not an explicit cost, more of an implicit cost. Has been offered $15,000 per year. Alternatively, that's an implicit cost, not an explicit cost. He estimates his entrepreneurial talents are worth $3,000 per year. Not really an explicit cost either. That's not $3,000 that's leaking the business. And so this is going to be our total calculation for accounting profit. And so we have $72,000 minus $12,000 plus $5,000 plus $20,000. So this is going to give us a total of $37,000. So $72,000 minus $37,000 is going to give us $72,000 minus $37,000 is giving us $35,000, right? So $35,000 is his economic profit. Accounting profit. And so that is the actual balance sheet profit that he is making every year. So the next question is, okay, so that's his accounting profit. What is his economic profit? So his economic profit is going to be everything that we subtract from accounting profit minus his opportunity costs. So accounting profit minus opportunity costs. So we have $35,000. And what are his opportunity costs? So one thing is he could invest his $40,000 alternatively, and that's earning him $4,000 per year. And so that's one opportunity cost. He also knows that he could be working as a potter for his competitor instead of working at his own firm. And that would earn him $15,000. So this is something he also gives up. And finally, he estimates his entrepreneurial talents are worth $3,000 per year. And so it's possible that that would earn him some sort. I don't believe that would really contribute to his because alternatively, if he's working as a potter for a competitor, he's not going to be really needing entrepreneurial talents, right? He's not running the firm. He's just working for somebody else. And so it's possible that if that's value, that's already included in the $15,000 that his competitor would be paying him. So I don't think that would be considered direct opportunity cost. So we're going to cut it off there. So it's going to be $35,000 minus $19,000, and that's going to give us about $16,000. That's going to be his economic profit. Ooh, this is economic cost here. Economic profit, right? So that's going to be kind of our two calculations here. So let's take a look at the previous tutor's answers, right? So we came up with accounting profit of $35,000 and economic profit of $16,000. So the first thing that the previous tutor says is they identified the explicit costs: $12,000 for the helper, $5,000 for rent, and $20,000 for material. So that's what we did here as well. Their implicit costs are $4,000 of foregone interest and $15,000 of foregone salary and $3,000 of entrepreneurship. So again, I'm not sure about that $3,000. We might make a note of that in the explanation for why we didn't include that. And so we have accounting profit is equal to $72,000 minus 37, giving us $35,000 here, right? His gross income is $72,000, so his net is $72,000 minus $37,000, giving us $35,000. So that's his accounting profit. His economic profit is equal to this accounting profit minus $22,000 of implicit costs. For us, it was $19,000. So he says if he could sell his equipment for $40,000, a big maybe, and invest it and get a $4,000 return, and then go to work for his competitor and be paid $15,000, then his income will be $19,000. His entrepreneurial talents might or may not make him money in his new job. The competitor who's made him his offer thinks he is worth $15,000, so that presumably is his estimate of Gomez's total worth, including his entrepreneurial talents. Yeah, so in that case, you wouldn't actually include the $3,000 separately, right? So that's one thing we're going to note. So what Gomez has to decide is would he rather work for himself and make $35,000 per year, or for the other guy and make $19,000 per year. Right. So I mean, it's not really. I mean, this is a question, I guess, that you can decide. But again, you don't want to compare accounting profit to economic profit, right? Like that is not the way. You want to be comparing economic profit for both, right? And so you would simply be talking about how this is influencing your decision based on what is going on with the overall opportunity cost of your decision making, right? And so the one thing we're going to decide to maybe change or amend is this idea of the $3,000, right? So if the competitor estimates Gomez's total worth, including entrepreneurial talent, to be total worth, including entrepreneurial talent, to be $15,000, then we would not double count the $3,000 additionally in the implicit cost calculation. This would result in an economic profit of $16,000 rather than $19,000. It just depends on what assumptions you make when answering the question. Okay, otherwise the solution is correct, I would say. Okay.